Right now, you're communicating without a single word. The way you're sitting, where your eyes are pointing, the tension in your face. All of it is sending signals. None of it is language. Your ancestors lived like this for 300,000 years. No words, no grammar, no names for anything. And yet they did the impossible. They hunted together. They taught their children. They built tools that took years to master. They warned. They comforted. They fell in love. All without a word for any of it. So how? How do you shout danger when danger isn't a word yet? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how. And you'll realize you still do it. Every single day. First, forget everything movies taught you. Ancient humans were not stupid. Their brains were the same size as yours. Bigger in some cases. Homo sapiens has existed for about 300,000 years. Full language, the kind you're reading right now, is far younger. And here's the strange part. We can't say exactly when it began. Bones fossilize, words don't. Speech leaves no trace in the ground. So scientists hunt for clues instead. A tiny throat bone, shaped for sound. A gene called FOXP2, tied to speech, and tools too complex to make in silence. Every clue points to the same thing. For most of our story, we had no words at all. But no words does not mean silence. It means something else entirely. And it started with the body. Before the first word, there was the first gesture. Watch someone on a phone with bad signal. They wave their hands, even though no one can see them. The body talks before the mouth catches up. Now imagine that as your only language. A raised palm, stop. Bared teeth, back off. An open hand, I'm safe, I have nothing. These signals need no translation. A baby in any country on Earth understands them, but humans did something no other animal does. They pointed. It sounds trivial. It isn't. A dog looks at your hand, not where you point. An ape almost never points just to share, but a 1-year-old human points constantly. Look at that. Look at what I see. Two minds, locked onto the same thing. Scientists call it shared attention. It's the foundation everything else is built on. Because to point and be understood, you assume one thing, that the other mind works like yours. A dog can't assume that. An ape struggles. A human child does it before it can walk. That one ability, sharing a thought without words, is the seed of every conversation humans would ever have. If you've never thought of pointing as a superpower before, you're in the right place. Subscribe. We dig up things like this every week. But pointing has a limit. You can point at a deer. You can't point it tomorrow. So how do you teach something you can't point to? Here's where the story gets strange. Picture a stone tool, not a rock. A blade struck from flint with precise hits. Get the angle wrong by a few degrees and it shatters. This skill takes months to learn. Some versions take years. And humans made these tools for over 1 million years, long before words existed. So scientists asked a simple question. Can you actually teach this without talking? In 2015, a team ran the experiment. They taught beginners to knap stone 5 different ways. Just watching. Watching with hints, gestures only, and finally, full spoken language. The result was clear. Teaching beat just watching by a mile. Gestures helped a lot. Words helped most of all. Think about what that means. The harder our tools got, the more we needed to teach. The more we taught, the more we needed to communicate. The tools may have pushed us toward language itself. Read that again. We didn't make tools because we could talk. We may have learned to talk because we made tools. The thing in your hands rewired the thing in your head. But tools still can't explain the strangest part. How did they warn each other when danger had no name yet? That answer is in the next 2 minutes, and it's the part that should give you chills. But hands were only half of it. The other half came out of the mouth, just not as words. Long before words, humans had voices, and they used them. A scream cuts through a forest faster than any sentence. A soft hum calms a frightened child. A sharp bark means, now, move. None of these are words. All of them carry meaning. Some scientists think this came first. Not speech, not song. Something in between. Call it a musical proto-language. Whole messages carried by melody and rhythm. Rising pitch for alarm. Falling pitch for calm. You already know this language. It's how you talk to a baby. High, sing-song. Exaggerated. Every culture on Earth does it the same way. The baby doesn't understand a single word, but it understands the melody perfectly. That melody is older than any language. Now add the most human invention of all. Fire. Fire pushed back the night, and it created something new. Free time after dark. Hands free. Faces lit up. This is where sounds became stories. Not with words yet, with sounds, gestures, and firelight. A hunter acts out the chase. The group leans in. Knowledge passes from one mind to many. No words required. And here's the part that should give you chills. We may not have been the only ones doing this. Neanderthals had the same throat bone for sound. They cared for their sick. They buried their dead. That takes communication too. We weren't the only species reaching across the silence, but only one species took the next step. Somewhere along the way, the sounds got attached to things. A specific noise started to mean water, then danger, then mine, then yours. The melody didn't disappear. Words were just laid on top of it, and that changes how you should hear yourself, because the old language never left. You still point. You still throw your hands up when you're excited. Your voice still rises when you're scared, and it softens when you love someone. Studies show much of your meaning travels without words at all. Tone, face, hands, posture, eyes. Strip the words from a talk, and you still get most of it. Keep the words, but get the tone wrong, and it breaks. You've felt this. "I'm fine," said in a voice that means the opposite. The words say one thing. The ancient channel says another, and you believe the ancient channel. Every time. That's not a flaw. It's 300,000 years of practice. Your ancestors couldn't say, "I'm here, you're safe, I've got you." But they could show it. A hand on a shoulder, a shared look across a fire, a voice gone soft in the dark. And it worked. For 300,000 years, it was enough. Language is the newest tool we ever built. Powerful, precise, astonishing. But it sits on top of something far older. Something you used before you could read this sentence. Something you'll use for the rest of your life. So next time words fail you, and they will, remember you have an older language, one that never needed words at all. If this changed how you hear the people around you, subscribe. We dig up the human story, one question at a time. Tell us below. What does your face say when your words say, "I'm fine"?